Sense inscribes us in nature and its access. The human being is a being of the senses and of art, since from the outset his or her senses are in a state of access over and above their function. This sensible and mental heritage must not, however, be understood by way of invariable universal archetype. It is much rather a question of shared sensible terrain, comprised of gestures, rhythms, and familiarities. Merleau-Ponty, for example, evokes the sensible flesh of the world, designating the pre-subjective and pre-objective element of that which is not yet body and word, but which nevertheless serves as the ground from which these dimensions emerge and separate out. The real holds us in that intersensiousness, which is at once an explosion opening onto the space of image, of symbol, and of speech. Art lies at the intersection of that belonging and that access, at once in the search of a prehistory of the sensory roots of our consciousness as well as their uprooting. I would argue that imaginary constitute a dimension that deeply connects senses among each other, conferring them unity and constancy. We could try to draw out this point by means of a difference between painting and photographical image, a form, for example, of making sense in art which has not been taken into consideration today. If painting is a kind of return to that individuation, a photographical image is the assemblage of a flux of moving and floating images which elevates itself to reality in a given snapshot image. The photographical image, therefore, does not presuppose any return towards a pre-given sense, but bases itself on a secret agreement between confusion and chaos that allows a sense to be exhibited. This form of art takes into account the fact that it's not an originary, undivided sensory mass, but rather a process that is by nature imaginative, in the midst of which sensuousness fantasizes itself in reality, gives body to its own excess. The process of the implosion on the skins of the flesh must be understood as a process of imagining self-reflection for which photography provides the paradigm. I would conclude that we have to understand our perception not as capturing something, but rather as a narrowing of a lens in the midst of a flux, a narrowing that needs an image in order to assemble itself and exhibit. Thank you.